Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a sit down video. If you watch my vlogs you will know that we've been renovating our new house and I have had no spare time on my hands to do anything recreational basically, and I've had loads of video ideas that I've wanted to film, and I wanted to actually get this video out in January because it's about starting a fitness journey, and obviously most people do start their fitness journeys at the start of a new year. But we are in February, and February was actually when I started my own fitness journey back in 2010. And this video is going to be all about if you're new to fitness or if you've sort of had a long hiatus from taking classes or doing some form of exercise and you're trying to get back into it. This video is going to be all about how to make 2020 your year with fitness and health. So actually, as I film this video, I'm currently 24 weeks pregnant, so I'm not doing as much exercise as I was 6 months ago for obvious reasons. And like I just said, we've been renovating our new house, so there's not been the time. There's only 24 hours in a day. But yeah, before I got pregnant, I was sort of training 2 to 3 times a week, doing weight training and absolutely loving it. I've got a video all about my fitness journey. I'll link it up on the screen here if you want to watch that first. Might be a better place to start than this one if you like these sorts of videos. But yeah, I was weight training at the gym 2 to 3 times a week and I was in a really good place. I'm still doing, now I've got a bit more time, I'm planning on going back to the gym maybe once or twice a week. I'm still doing a little bit of strength training, but obviously I'm not lifting those heavy weights and stuff. But let me know if you'd like to see a video on what I'm doing with my fitness while I'm pregnant, if that's interesting for you. But without further ado, let's get into how to make 2020 your year and the beginning of your fitness journey. Okay, so my first tip would be to start off small, especially if you are brand new to fitness. You don't need a flashy gym, you don't need to go somewhere where there's top of the range equipment. You just need to start off somewhere cheap and cheerful is what I like to think of it as, is because that's what I actually did when I joined the gym. Back in 2010 I actually just joined a local council gym, and it was like £2 pay as you go type of membership, so you didn't have to commit to anything, which was great, especially if you're new. If you don't have to join up somewhere that's got a contract, that's really good too. So you can always find these sort of cheap and cheerful gyms. They had the treadmills and they had sort of run-of-the-mill weight training equipment, but that is enough. You do not need to join the brand new gym that's just opened around the corner or the gym that everyone else goes to. It's probably better to go somewhere smaller and start off in a more basic environment, because that's all you need to get you going, and you'll soon know if you like it or not. You know, all them flashy machines, they're too much for someone that's brand new in a fitness journey. You just need to go somewhere that's casual, it's laid back, and everyone else is probably in a very similar position to you in a place like that. On a similar note, with starting off small, don't think that the minute you start a fitness journey you've got to buy top of the range fitness gear, you know, Gymshark, Nike, all these sort of big branded things. I think I ended up going to Primark and buying some gym clothes, because again, you don't know if you're going to commit to this for the rest of the year and you might end up losing some weight, so you've bought all these like flashy clothes. You don't need anything like that to start a fitness journey. You just need some comfortable trainers, a bra that fits if you're a lady, and something that's going to absorb your sweat. But Primark do really good fitness stuff nowadays anyway, so don't spend a fortune on a gym membership or gym clothes and stuff like that until you're happy and you're feeling like this is going to go somewhere, your fitness journey. And my second tip would be, don't do it alone. The start of the year is a brilliant time because lots of people are they've put back the weight over Christmas and they want to lose a little bit, or they want to adopt some healthy habits. So it's a brilliant time to kind of get your family on board or your friends. You're not the only one that has to do it. I ended up joining my gym, like I was talking about a minute ago. My parents joined it with me, and I think my aunt and a couple of others of us. So just, get some friends or family on board and it definitely takes that edge off if you don't have to do it. And you'll get in the swing of it a little bit better if you've got your friends and family around you, I think. I mean, you don't have to do this, but if you're a little bit timid like I was, I would recommend not doing it alone, because it's also a bit of a social thing. It makes you more accountable going with someone at the beginning if you're new in a fitness journey, because you can sort of arrange to go to the gym with whoever, and then you've got that commitment in place, and then if you let them down, you're letting them down and yourself down. So I think it's definitely good for making you a little bit more accountable. It gives you a little bit of confidence, it takes that pressure off a little bit. So definitely, if you can get someone to come with you, do it. Okay, so this tip is probably the most important one and the best one that I could give to anyone that's new in a fitness journey, and that would be to try as many different things as possible. Highly recommend taking classes if you're new in a fitness journey as well. If you're brand new to exercising, a group class format is the best place to, you can meet new friends, and if you're sort of new to fitness, form is very important, and it's much easier to learn the correct form and technique in a group environment, because obviously there's an instructor that you can watch, or they will tell you, and there's other people that you can sort of see in the class. So that's a really good tip, is to try some classes, even if they're not really, if you don't think it's going to be your thing, just try as many as you can, and you might find something you like. But it's quite important if you're new in fitness to be exercising properly. You know, you can do a lot of damage if you're not using the correct form, and in a class, in a good class, you should be instructed by the teacher to do it properly, or if they're not giving you instructions, because not all classes are like verbal instructions. Some of them you sort of just go into it, and like a HIIT class, for example, I don't think they would necessarily tell you the correct form, but you can watch the instructor. So it's really important to watch other people around you. Most importantly the instructor, because they should be the ones doing it right, but you can also see other people's form, and they should be doing it right as well in that sort of environment. And it's just really important, if you're new in a journey, to try all the things that are available to you, because you never know what you're going to love. With most gym memberships you get classes, and there's so many options nowadays, and it's a really good way of finding something that you love. I mean, you might be really surprised, and you might find a passion for yoga, or if you have a stressful job like a boxing class, it's really good to take your energy out at the end of the day. Or, you know, classes are a really good, fun, interactive way of keeping fit, and it doesn't feel like such a chore if you're taking a group class, I think, and it's a really useful way of finding something that you might enjoy. So following on from that tip, in regards to classes, if you're not actually part of a gym membership or a gym, I would recommend going on Facebook and joining one of those like local community groups. I think every area has sort of got one. All you have to do usually is like you request to join, and you send in your postcode, and the admin accept you into that group. Because I'm part of these sort of groups, and I see independent people posting about classes that they host in like local halls, churches, stuff like that. So if you're not part of a gym, it doesn't mean you can't take classes. There's loads of options out there, loads of people sort of branch away from gyms, and if you don't really like a gym and you still want to try classes, it doesn't mean you can't. So yeah, that's a good way of finding local classes in your area. Go on Facebook. So if you don't want to join the gym but you want classes, there's always that option. Okay, so if classes really aren't for you, and you think, no, I don't think I can do that, because I mean, not everyone is comfortable in a group format, or they're not comfortable at the gym, then YouTube and home exercise are going to be your best friend. There are so many options out there nowadays on YouTube. There are loads and loads and loads of brilliant channels. So if you really aren't someone that can get out in a situation like that, then there is so many options for you. You don't have to feel like your fitness journey can't start. YouTube really is your best friend these days, because it's free. Back in the day, it used to be fitness DVDs. I remember or even DVDs. I remember my mum, She used to do a yoga video and like keep fit videos back in the day in the 90s. But nowadays you literally don't have to spend a penny on exercise. So if that's another, you know, you don't, like I was saying at the start, you don't need anything flash or fancy to get started. You can just start in these four walls of your own home, which is amazing, I think. You just need a little bit of space really, but if you don't have that, but you've got a garden, get outside because the fresh air is amazing even in the winter. I think as well you don't have to feel overwhelmed with YouTube because there are so many channels out there now that cater to lots of levels of fitness. Lucy, I can't remember her surname, I know she's called Lucy, I used to watch her videos. She does some amazing videos, I'll link her down below. And she sort of does like side by side, she'll break down on the screen, she'll have like beginners, advanced or intermediate. So if you're new, you can do the beginners option and then you can gradually build up to more advanced options. So that's really good if you're new in a fitness journey because you can follow what suits you. You don't have to feel like, oh, there are only HIIT exercises on YouTube or they're only this and that. There's loads out there. So just type it in, beginners fitness, and you will find so much. And you know, it's free and it just gets you in a routine if you want to exercise. Okay, so my final tip is to not set unrealistic goals for yourself. I think that's the biggest mistake that people can make when setting out upon a fitness journey, especially like if it's to lose X amount of pounds. If you're starting out in fitness, make that be what it's about, fitness, not an end result, because that will come. If you start enjoying it, you will get the results, but don't set unrealistic goals for yourself. Instead of setting a goal like, I want to lose 2 stone, whatever, make your goal to be to try as many different things as possible in the first year, because you will be amazed at what you actually enjoy. I mean, you're not going to enjoy everything, but there is just so much out there. It's so much better to have a goal like that because you can make yourself more accountable for things like that. It's more achievable to set a goal like that in your first year because, you know, there's ups and downs and, you know, sometimes you do feel a little bit unfit and you watch people, especially if you go to classes and you see people or you see them on Instagram and they're looking all buff and lean and, you know, you don't always feel amazing in that first year. But if you're trying as many things as possible and enjoying it, that is so much more important than losing X amount of weight, because in the end it will come, and it's not always about that. It's about having a healthy lifestyle and adopting a routine that you can sustain in the future. I mean, I have been exercising now for 10 years and let me tell you, you don't find your groove straight away. It took me 6 years to find the thing that I enjoy the most. So that's not to say I didn't enjoy the first 6 years. I was definitely more trying to find my feet in those early years, and I did all of these things. I tried as many things as possible and I exercised with my family or friends and I tried to make it a social experience because I think that does help in the early days. I mean, that's not going to be for everyone because not everyone is as social or they don't want to make it a social thing, but it can help if you're new to it. So yeah, just make yourself accountable for a healthy lifestyle really. That's so much more important. And if you set an unrealistic goal and you don't achieve it, you then blame the kind of fitness routine, whereas it's not always that. It's just there's other factors involved and you sort of then have a negative attitude about it. It's easier to have a better relationship with fitness if you don't set unrealistic goals in the first couple of years, I think. I mean, if you've got a wedding or something, or you're trying to lose weight for an occasion, that's fine. But I still think that you should make your goals more about trying new things or even just enjoying what you're doing, because that's really important. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to keep it up. So yeah, hopefully this video has been interesting and a little bit different to what I usually post. I've been wanting to post fitness videos, obviously not like at the gym, but just like talking about fitness, because like I say, I've been exercising for 10 years now, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a fitness expert, obviously, I'm not an instructor. I am just a person that enjoys exercising, and I feel like I'm in a position to give this advice. I've been doing fitness for quite a while now, and I'm looking forward to the next year of my fitness journey. It's going to probably be one of the most interesting ones, being a new mum and exercising as I get bigger and bigger, because my bump has just started to grow and get visible. I actually did a yoga class this morning and I was given quite a few alternative options to what everyone else was doing because I've got a bump now. So yeah, it's really good to just try and adopt these healthy habits. So yeah, try not to feel too disheartened if it doesn't go your way straight away, or you feel like you're not enjoying it. You're not going to enjoy it overnight. You're not going to find what you like overnight. It is an ongoing thing. Like even with me now, like I only found what I really enjoyed a few years ago, and you know, some people might take even longer than that, or you might find something you love straight away. There's no telling. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments section down below if you're starting a fitness journey this year, or if you've had a hiatus from fitness and this video has motivated you to get back into it, or you've not quite found the thing that you love in fitness. Hopefully these tips might help you kind of rejig a little bit of positivity into your fitness routine and make 2020 your fitness year. It's not going to be my fitness year, I'm not imagining, but I am, like I say, I'm really looking forward to everything that this year is going to throw at me, and I will update you on what I've been up to if you want to find out how I get on with pregnancy and fitness. So yeah, let me know if you'd like to see that as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.